doing today?
We are on the way to the Adelaide 500 racetrack, so we will be entering from the eastern side of the track, Victoria Park, gate 16 from memory, but I'm probably wrong, to meet with Maddie from Adelaide 500 to discuss Mount Lawn Hub. Mount Lawn Hub, you say? Yes, Mount Lawn Hub. Mount Lawn Hub is a grassy area at the Adelaide 500 this year where general admission patrons will have a place to sit in the shade of Lawn Hub umbrellas on the healthiest patch of lawn on the track. My goal is to get access to that lawn area soon and basically mow, edge, trim, fertilise, wetting agent, herbicide, insecticide the hell out of it, core it, mow it, rinse and repeat, so that when people get to that track, they walk past and go, Jesus, that's vastly different from the rest of the area. That must be a different lawn. No. That's just Mount Lawn Hub. It's been maintained to the Lawn Hub standard. But there'll also be some cool shit there. So I haven't worked out whether or not we're going to have fun like activations like games and win stubby holders and shit. That means I have to put staff there, so I kind of want low maintenance. So at the moment it's park benches and umbrellas, and maybe I need to come up with an idea to make a wine barrel-esque Trojan bucket that you can have, like a Trojan bucket the height of a wine barrel that people can stand around and lean on and drink, you know, ice cold, hopefully not mid-strength beer, and have a Lawn Hub umbrella overhead and kind of, you know, do their thing. But I imagine that making them would be expensive and heavy for transport. I felt that turn. Yeah, so that's the plan today, just to kind of have a chat. Obviously the V8s are, I think we're 2 months, so what, October, November? Yeah, so Black Friday is 2 months away. It is also very conveniently the Friday of the V8s is Black Friday. So we need to work out a bit of an activation, Black Friday promotion, and I think there might even be a couple of corporate box tickets thrown into my deal, which I might have to go drink beer on the Saturday.
Which we need recorded as well.
That sounds like I need to take a GoPro. Oh, that's not fair. No, that is, yeah, I think you've got a good point. Because the thing is, you get invited to come to all the stuff and you always say yes. So
That's a yes?
well, I think it has to be. If you kind of caught me in a fucking, you know, I'm on the camera and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yes.
can come. I'm thinking about selling merch there as well.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea, it's just logistically complex. And, you know, traditionally I'm the good idea guy and then someone else has to deal with the complexity of it. But my team are so busy at the moment, I'm going to have to be the good idea guy and the complexity guy. And so I'll probably look at it through a different lens, because I'm going to have to physically source the stubby holders. I'm guessing buy or rent a stand. You know, like how they have those like trailers where you can sell shit out of it. Like, do I have a Lawn Hub trailer? Then I'm going to say to Matt, hey, I'm buying a Lawn Hub trailer. And he's going to be like, dude. I'm playing with an idea in my head about sponsoring Titrigati Golf Course and having like Lawn Hub on their flags.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they'd sign off on it, but
No.
I think it'd just be like the ultimate, like, the fertilizer brand that no one thought would survive is now sponsoring golf courses.
Have you thought about sponsoring Liv, or that's just...
That's way out. Mate, I got a fucking price from the corporate people at the Australian Open, which is the, you know, premium golf tournament in Sydney. And to sponsor a hole, so one hole where like you have your signs at the back of the hole and all that shit, was $175,000. Like, ugh, that's a lot of money.
Are people really looking at those either?
Nah, fuck no, man. And like Matt said, that's the kind of thing that Emirates, Qantas, ANZ, like, they'll do it, and they'll fly in their biggest clients from around wherever, and they'll have a $40,000 corporate package as part of it, and then they can stand there and be like, look at me with my fucking big sign. That's what I do when I have my events. We're just a bit smaller. But I want to get back to, I looked at sponsoring the Australian Lawn Mowing Racing Association.
Lawnmower racing?
Yeah, so there's a group of people that race lawnmowers. They raced them out at the showgrounds the other day. But they wanted a lot of money for what I thought wasn't great exposure. One day.
That's unique though. It's like
Well, it's in our wheelhouse as well. Like, imagine having like the Lawn Hub Lawnmower Racing Association or some shit. And basically like every race, it just doesn't have the exposure there. You'd almost want to sign a deal like that where, like, did you know it existed?
No?
Yeah, so you're not actively going out and seeking lawnmower racing videos and shit. So my thoughts were, like, you'd have to sign a deal that says, like, we'll sponsor you at $2,000 a year. And if the thing pops off, like we get to pay $2,000 a year for the rest of it. Like you kind of give them money early, and then if it gets big, like Phil Mickelson did that. He's a golfer. He signed a deal with someone that sponsored him for like $10,000 a year or something. Like they had a logo on their shirt or on the hat or whatever. And that same logo now probably costs $250,000 a year or whatever. But out of respect for the relationship, and this, I'm telling a story that I've been told, so it may or may not be 100% true. But out of respect for that deal, he still does it for the same price. So you'd want to do something like that, I think, like a legacy deal.
So what are you guys going to chat about in the meetings?
So I want to understand the area that we are going to have access to, like the perimeter. So I want to almost have a bit of a map of where we're going to be. I want to understand what we can and can't have, because obviously, as you are very aware, I have a tendency to push the boundaries of what I can and can't do. So they might be like, yeah, you can't have that. I'll be like, what about if we just change the color? They're like, oh, technically. I'm like, all right, we're doing that. So I think I need to understand the rules around what can and can't be put on the side of a track. Like if it's physically able to be thrown over the fence at a car, I'm guessing you can't have it. I've got 100 lawn umbrellas coming in, like just a rain umbrella, which we can have for our promo people to keep them in the shade. So I want to promote Black Friday through it. I want to have some education pieces there for people that are genuinely interested to look at stuff. I also want to hide some Easter eggs and have like a QR code that takes you to something for free, or like something, something different. Like if people go to the trouble of scanning the QR code, it's like, I don't know, fill out this form and get, I don't know, free Apple AirPods, like the first 10 people to find the Easter egg get that, and just don't tell anyone about it. See if people work it out. Something like that. This might become a 3-point turn. This will be interesting. All right, let's do the deal. Dylan?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Dylan makes the magic happen.
Perfect.
The mount, it is a mount.
It is a mount.
I was
So,
worried it wasn't going to be high enough.
no.
You got paperwork for me to sign, don't you?
So this is what we classify as turn 10. So we come down, the cars will come flying out of turn 9 into turn 10 into big braking at 11.
Oh, yeah.
So there'll be
this is where all the
corporate
corporates
facilities
are.
over that side. This is Velo Corner. And then here is where,
The GA area will be.
so this is GA viewing. There's activations all the way through here. And that's our premium activation zone through there. So they come over the overpass. But this is really cool because they'll come out of turn 9.
It's elevated, because this,
Yeah.
obviously, it's accidentally elevated, right? Well, not accidentally, but like coincidentally elevated.
I'm on camera, I shouldn't say like here. So there'll be
What
concrete
about, so
barrier.
umbrellas are going to be fine.
Umbrella should be
Yeah.
fine, yeah. And we'll strategically place them. Hello.
Hey, dogs. A lady had a dog came up to me the other day and it was going nuts at me, and she's like, I'm sorry, he's a foster dog. I'm like, look, I'll be honest with you, like, the answer to the question, what's the biggest animal I think I could kill with my hands, is a dog. So let's go.
Let's go. I love it.
So where's my boundary?
Whoa, we'll work that out on the day, but it's going to be
Fucking,
this.
I've
It'll be
already
this
signed.
this area here, right? So
How far back?
Well, it'll depend on how far those activations. But like at the end of the day, you don't want to go too big because it's going to be too much and it'll be maintenance.
Well, like if I order 10 tables, is that going to be too many?
I think it'll be fine.
And then obviously you're not going to have tables on the downslope.
No. So I reckon you'll probably get 6 to 8 up here comfortably.
Yep. And then where else? Nowhere else.
And then, well, that's where we can work with infrastructure on whether they want to put them
because I
elsewhere
don't
as
want to
well.
buy a bunch if we're not going to use them.
No.
Initial plan was to buy 6. Well, I was going to buy 10 or 12 of them and paint them orange and black and just have them here.
Yeah.
And have like 2-meter picnic umbrellas on all of them.
Yeah.
And then maybe have some other umbrellas just for shade. But then I thought it'd be good to get like our fertilizer bucket replica made to scale the height that would be conveniently like a wine barrel height, or like a leaning drinking height, so 1.2.
Yeah.
So which makes them quite big, and just have umbrellas in all of them and have them scattered around. So you could probably have more people standing around that than sitting on a table.
Yeah.
Or you could have them at the front and tables at the back, but then it blocks. Or you could have tables at the front and barrels at the back.
Well, I think if we'll strategically lay it out anyway, that'll be fine.
I want, like for my brain, I want to know exactly my area.
Yep.
So I
done.
can almost 3D render where we're putting stuff before we do it.
I'll get a drawing.
And just
not a
show me
problem.
where I can go.
Yep.
And then I'll fill it with tables to scale, and then I can send it back to you and you go, yeah, that'll work.
Perfect.
Because I also want to know, like, what can't I have? Like if there's
Which, like, think about it. The
stuff
idea.
they can't throw over the fence.
Yeah. So you got to be careful with that. But like, I'm thinking because they're going to
And if
enter
we were
from
going
down
to sell
here, right?
stuff, can we put a thing here?
You can if I'd put that back.
Yeah.
But like, to me, it's about informing people. Like, you're going to help make this
Yeah.
look like Smicko.
Yep.
So the idea would be to make sure that we're also explaining to people what you've done.
Yep. Well, we'll
And then-
film that process. I mean, it's good that we've got this kind of open access because if we can work with obviously whoever's.
Yes, I'll intro you via email.
Is it their land now?
I don't know where we're up to.
All right. But there'll be a cross.
Yeah.
There'll be a line in the sand at
100%.
some point where they go, no, it's no longer Adelaide City Council. It's now.
Yeah.
Because I've obviously got a relationship with Adelaide City Council, so
Yeah.
I could probably start under
Start
them.
the process, yeah.
I remember sitting in that under those umbrellas out the back. In there, there's like a
Little bar area.
yeah, like it's outside of here.
Yeah.
But they had like a Pirate Life on tap, so I was just like, fuck, sitting in here, I'm going to sit out there and just have beers.
Friday we can do stuff.
What's the Friday worth?
Oh, I don't
ballpark?
think
$7.90.
$500 a ticket, something like
that-
$6.90,
Okay.
$500.
Yeah,
something
okay.
like that.
500 is a good answer. I'll take that.
So,
500 is a better answer.
Love it. Love it.
Thursday's good. Thursday's like 340.
Thursday is actually a good day if you wanted to bring like
We bought
12
20.
people in.
We
there
bought
you go.
20 up there last year on Thursday.
Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
You still get the
They don't
fun.
give
You
a
can
fuck.
still
They're not here to
drink.
watch the VAs. They're here to get
Nah.
fucked up. I want the best possible result for no more expenses. Is that not what
Nah,
everyone
that-
wants?
100%.
I want to have
That's
QR
right.
codes that people can pretty much buy because it's Black Friday on that Friday.
Yes.
So it's going to be fucking nuts. Like we're doing 25% off store wide
Oh, wow.
for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
And last year we did say 4 times a normal day, and we're
Okay.
currently running at 10 times those days.
So it'd be 40
So it'd be
times
40
a normal
times
day.
a normal day.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
You won't be at the track.
That's
you'll
the
be,
other
you'll be at the boys getting this all sorted.
Well, that's the other problem I'm worried about is like how much we can handle. Like
Yeah.
right now, we've got 8 staff in a business that had 1.5 2 months ago, and I
yeah.
probably still need more. And then if we go to like, I need to start pre-packing Black Friday now, 'cause
Yeah.
and so I need a warehouse as well.
Good luck.
So
Our hospo's selling so good. So good. Which shows you add that with really wicked ticket sales, just shows you how good the event's going to be.
yeah,
So,
it'll be good for 2 or 3 more years. Then Adelaide people will just get typical Adelaide people and stop coming.
no, we'll be right. It's lasted this long.
You had a bit of a
You
break.
said you've got a copy of fresh copies.
I just worry about, like I had a deal with the strikers fall through because Cricket Australia squashed it. So the rep, like the salespeople will always happily sell you the spot. And then it gets to a corporate level where they're like, oh, we can't even have that brand associated, which I think we're fine with from a
We're
brand
fine, yeah.
standpoint.
Not a problem.
So,
But
yeah.
essentially, agreement's signed.
What's
We
signed,
just
that's
need
right.
to sign the other bit. So
Okay.
we don't have any issues. It'll be used respectfully within the event. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
As all our brands are.
Yeah.
Um,
promo girls.
yeah. So just make sure whatever they're wearing, we have to approve all the gear you give out. We have to has to be approved.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're giving away milk or
Yeah.
whatever.
So what about selling merch here and whether or not we get a little merch van and sell shit here? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's just more resourcing because every person that I've got here is a person that's not packing orders.
Correct. On Black Friday. Yeah. Thanks for doing
I
the
need to
deal.
go pack some fertilizer. All right, so we have officially shaken hands for the photo on Mountain Lawn Hub. I'm trying to tag Matt into this. Well, I don't know what his Instagram is. Cool, yeah, look, I think you can use this. This is another meeting that could have been an email, but I also don't read emails, so sometimes we have to have meetings. It's been good to get a visual sight on the area to get an understanding of what we can and can't do. Bit disappointing that we can't get more tickets for the Saturday, but probably also beneficial because I'm not going to then spend money on the Saturday. We just might have to come Friday as well. First world problems, right?
So where do you go from here?
We got right now. They're going to send me an aerial map of what's ours. Then I need to draw up a plan of what our intentions are and send it through and get all the approvals done. I'm going to basically involve Jonesy straight away now so that he can run point on it because you know what I'm like, man. Like, I'll just go pack fertilizer for another week and then it'll be like, oh, you need umbrellas. So, and then we'll get to meet the people that are going to be allowing us access. The good thing is that those gates are open so we can kind of access this area, pull up here, you know, fertilize, mow, and get the lawn looking good. Anyway, we need to go pack fertilizer, so let's go.